I stood at the edge of the family estate, my heart pounding in my chest, a mix of anger and resolve swirling inside me. It had been years since I had walked away from this place, years since the betrayal that had torn our family apart. My brother, the one I had trusted more than anyone, had forged our mother's signature and manipulated her grief to claim the inheritance that was rightfully mine. The shame had burned deep, igniting whispers of disgrace among our relatives and friends. I was the black sheep, cast aside, a pariah in my own home. But I refused to let their scorn define me. I left, determined to prove them wrong. I threw myself into my work, channeling my pain into relentless ambition. Night after night, I buried myself in books, honing my skills, learning the ropes of business and finance. I became a force, rising through the ranks while they believed I'd crumble under the weight of their judgment. It wasn't just about the inheritance anymore. It was about reclaiming my identity, my strength. Years later, I returned, not as the broken girl they once knew, but as a woman forged by fire. I was successful, confident, and ready to face the ghosts of my past. With evidence in hand, bank statements, forged documents, and testimonies from those who had witnessed my brother's deceit, I had gathered the truth like a warrior assembling her armor. I was ready for the confrontation. As I stepped through the door, the sense of calm enveloped me. The living room was filled with family, all eyes turning toward me, their expressions a blend of shock and disbelief. There was my mother, her face a mask of confusion and hurt, and my brother, a smug smile plastered across his face. In that moment, I felt the weight of every doubt, every whispered insult, and every tear I had shed. But I also felt the power of my transformation. "Mother," I began, my voice steady and unwavering, "it's time you knew the truth." I laid out the evidence before them, the documents that had once been mere pieces of paper, but now carried the weight of justice. The room filled with gasps as the truth sunk in. I watched my mother's expression shift from confusion to realization, her eyes widening as she absorbed the betrayal of the son she had trusted more than anyone. My brother's facade shattered, his arrogance replaced by panic. "This is not what it looks like," he stammered. But the evidence was irrefutable. I had become the beacon of truth, illuminating the darkness he had cast over our family. As the air thickened with tension, I turned to my mother, tears streaming down her cheeks. "I'm here for you, Mom. We can rebuild together." In that moment, I didn't just reclaim my inheritance. I reclaimed my family. I could see the support returning, friends and relatives rallying around us, united against the betrayal that had almost torn us apart. I felt a quiet power surging through me. I was no longer the disgrace they had labeled me. I had turned my pain into resilience, my struggle into strength. I had not only risen from the ashes of betrayal, but I had also become unstoppable. As I left that day, I glanced back at the house, my heart swelling with the knowledge that I had faced my demons and emerged victorious. I wasn't just returning home. I was bringing truth, healing, and a newfound unity. My brother's betrayal had tried to break me. I transformed it into a catalyst for growth. And now, I would never look back.